Welcome, everyone. I'm Luann Fortune with Saybrook University, and I welcome you today to Mindful Moments. Today, I'll be guiding us through a meditation that's based on the work I've been studying of Resmaa Menakem, who is become very present in the mainstream these days for the work that he's done around embodying trauma, around race in particular, but also around generational trauma. So at the point that we're all at today, where we are living daily trauma, we are actually the news of daily trauma. And we are also luckily embedded with a deep sense of hope. I'm going to draw from one of his seminal exercises today and have us actually walk through what he starts out folks with who aren't that accustomed to doing mind-body practices. Because, like in the words of my colleague Betsy Beneke, there is deep wisdom within our very flesh if we can only come to our senses and feel it. So right now I'd invite you all to be aware of where you're sitting in space. And for a moment, do not close your eyes. Keep your eyes open and allow your gaze to drift off of the screen that connects us with our two-dimensional community and universe these days. And instead focus on your body. Notice where your body is, if you're on a chair, or if you're standing, or if you are sitting cross-legged, or in whatever position where you find yourself right now. Simply notice it. And at a rate that's comfortable for you, take a breath in and notice that you are a breathing body. And as you breathe out, you might want to glance down at your hands and notice their color and their texture. You might notice that you can spread apart 5 fingers on each one of those hands, and you can bring them back together again to close your hands. Notice what you feel inside when you open those 5 fingers on each hand, and then as you close them. And all the while you're breathing into your body and letting the air out. And now wherever you are in your chair, I invite you to let your head turn behind you with your torso and your waist. And look behind one shoulder. Give yourself a breath in there, breathing in, breathing out. And notice that there's no one behind you, or maybe there is, but it's a safe person and you're in a safe place. And now come back to center and allow yourself to look behind you the other direction. And take a breath in, take a breath out, and gradually come back to center again. Now allow your gaze to drift upward. You can raise your chin. There's no perfect way of doing this. Your body knows how to look up. Looking up, breathing in. Releasing your breath and come back to a neutral gaze. And you might want to look up one more time up toward a corner. Maybe it's in the far side of your room. Maybe it's off into a window across the horizon. Allowing your gaze to shift off from being so very close and allow it to be off in the distance. And now bring your head back to a neutral, straight-on position and do it to the other side. Noticing what you see around you, upwards, sideways. What are the colors? What are the textures of this space you're in? Gradually bringing your gaze forward. And now allow yourself to focus back onto your body. With your eyes still open, you might glance down and notice where your legs or your pelvis or your hips or your feet make connection with the ground and the earth below you. And notice that it's very solid there. It's a very safe place. Feel the firmness of the space below you as it supports you as you're sitting or standing or perhaps lying down. And allow your body to melt into the comfort of being supported. Watchful, mindful, and aware of how you're connecting with the space below you. And all the while you're breathing in and breathing out, something your body knows how to do without any effort, in the way that you know how to do it. And now, if you're comfortable allowing your eyes to go closed, I invite you to gently close your eyes to cut off that stimuli from the outside, knowing that you are in safe space around you. And with your next breath in, allow yourself to follow your breath in through your nose or mouth, down through your throat to your lungs. And as you breathe out, notice what it feels like to be inside of you, inside of your chest. Breathing in clean, fresh air. And as you release, notice if you feel safe here. Notice what you might find there. Is there any information you want to pay attention to? Is there tightness? Is there a temperature? Is it cool? Is it warm? Is there any movement or vibration? Are any words coming up for you as you dwell inside of your chest with your attention? With your next breath in, you might want to let your attention travel down toward your belly, down into your pelvic bowl, and notice what you feel there. Perhaps this is where you're making connection with a chair. But notice what it feels like to be on the inside of you. And if you feel safe in this place that you're in, notice how safe feels in your body. How it feels in your pelvis. And as you allow your attention to float down and through your legs, your thighs, your lower legs, and perhaps down to your feet below. Or maybe your feet are sideways. Or perhaps they are above. Notice what it feels like to be inside of that lower appendage of you. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to follow your breath and your attention up through your pelvis, up through your belly, through your torso. You might let your attention land for a while on your shoulders. Oh, your shoulders carry so much. What does it feel like now to be inside your shoulders? Is there a tightness? Are there places that are numb or not feeling in your shoulders? Is there any discomfort? Is there any lightness of being? With your next breath in, you might want to just let your shoulders go a little bit more, allowing them to rest. And if this is indeed a safe place for you, notice what it feels like to be inside your shoulders when you're feeling safe. All the while you're breathing in and breathing out. You might let your attention now float up into your scalp, across the occipital ridge, up over your cranium, down over your frontal bone, and on the inside of your facial bones. Let your attention come back to your nasal cavity, your throat, and notice the air that connects you to the space outside as it drifts in and out of you. Breathing in and breathing out. And if this has been a safe place for you to be, notice what it feels like to be inside of you. Notice if there are words like hope, rest, support. Notice what words might come up for you. Notice if there are any colors or smells that are attached to them. And notice if they drift in on you and out of you with your breath. And now with your next breath, try to collect all of those positive things that you've been able to find inside your body. The things that soothe you, that comfort you. And make a gift to your breath as it goes out of you. And with the next breath out, allow your breath to carry your capacity for hope, for safety, for wellness to the space outside. And there is a space outside. Become aware of it gradually. And as you're ready, gradually open your eyes and come back to us in this space we share together. Thank you for joining me today for Mindful Moments.